In this video, I'll be discussing our Easy CRM app, where you can elevate your customer relationships by integrating sales and service tools to drive growth. All right, this app is currently in beta, but let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so the Easy CRM app requires some prerequisites before you can fully utilize all the features within the app. The first piece that we need to do is make sure that your profile rather is set up correctly. So if we click on the icon to the top right, click on your profile. Once you click on your profile, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that your business details are complete by entering your business name, your business name, your full name, your address, your city, state, country, your postal code. You want to make sure that's all complete, because the Easy CRM app uses those fields when you are completing and filling out some campaigns. Okay. The second piece that you need to complete is the email portion. So you can connect your email through an app called SendGrid. It's owned by Twilio. Twilio is known for their phone systems and you being able to buy phone numbers, but they have this app called SendGrid that allows you to connect your email address via an API. Okay, so our platform uses this SendGrid in order to connect your email. So if you have like a Gmail account, or if you have an email that's outside of the system, because we also offer custom domains and email addresses. But if you have your own email address already that you want to connect to our Easy CRM app, you can use SendGrid. SendGrid is free to use pretty much, as long as you want to send about 100 emails per day. But once you go over that threshold, then you have to go into their different tiers. So they have essentials tiers, that's at $19.95, and the pro tier, which is about $90. So depending on your volume of how many emails you want to send, you will choose the applicable one. But you could sign up for free just to get everything set up, and then once your volume increases, if you do a lot of outbound messages through your CRM, then you're going to want to go ahead and increase that. Okay, so let's go ahead and log into SendGrid, because what you'll need to get an API address in order to connect to the NotaryX.ai platform, so that way we can use the Easy CRM app. Okay, so let's go ahead and log in. All right, so the login process is pretty simple. If you don't have an account, you can sign up for one, but I already have a Twilio account, so I'm going to sign in using my Twilio account. And once you're signed in, once you're signed into the account, then you'll be able to get an API key, so that way you can connect it to the NotaryX.ai platform. So let's go ahead and sign in. All right, once you signed in, what you want to do is go down to settings, and once you're in settings, you want to go to API keys. Okay. I already have an API key set up, but to create an API key, just select on the upper right hand corner, create API key. You can give it the access you want. I suggest just giving it full access. You give it a name. You can send on call it XYZ, and you want to say create and view. Once you create a view, you'll get an API key. Please note that you don't want to hit done before you copy this API key, because what happens is after you click done, you would never see this API key again. SendGrid wants to keep that confidential, because this gives access to any platform that you connect it to. So you want to copy this key, and then you want to go to your account settings. I'm sorry, you want to go back to NotaryX.ai, and then you want to go to the integration settings. So if you click again on your icon on the upper right hand corner, this icon actually is whatever you want. You can make it your picture or something like that. You can change that on your profile. But what you, oops, it's trying to click on me here. But what you click here and you go to integrations. Once you're in the integrations, you have two tabs. You have the Stripe tab, which you can connect your Stripe account for different payment options for different apps. But then you want to click on the SendGrid. When you click on the SendGrid, tab, you want to hit on the add key. And actually what you want to do is you want to paste the key that you received from SendGrid, and then click add key. Once you add the key, then you will be all set to begin using the Easy CRM app. All right, so once you have everything set up, your Easy CRM should look just like this. So you have three tabs on the left. So you have your contacts tabs, you have your a list tab, and you have your broadcast tab. I suggest that you first start by creating a list. Your list can be, it's pretty self-explanatory. So a list will be any group of people that you would like to send emails to. So it could be clients, it could be prospects, and you can have another one called maybe notaries. So if you want to send it to your peers. So I'm going to just create a dummy list. Let's call it clients, and then we'll create another list. We'll call it prospects. And the third list, we'll just call it notaries or peers. We'll just call it peers. All right, cool. All right, so I would suggest create lists first, because when you add your contacts, you can add them to a specific list. Okay, so let's go into contacts, and on the right you can see where you can add a contact manually, or you can import contacts. So if you have a CSV file of all of your contacts, you can upload your contacts and it'll add them to the list in bulk. But if you want to just add a single person to the list, you can select add contacts, and this form will be pulled up. Okay, so this will enter the information. So I'm just going to enter some random information here. Let's just say 800-888-2212, and the full name. Let's just put in, I'm just going to put it address here, shipping address. This is the same thing. I'm just using some pre-filled information, and you just say confirm that the contact is over 18 years old, and that you have to use this disclaimer so that you are able to send emails to this person. We'll select add contacts. Okay, say no thanks. So on the actions tab here, you can actually use our invoice generator here, which you can do. But once you go into the contact, they are already subscribed, and you have the option to change information here as well. And you can manage when you click on manage the contact, this is where you can add them to the list. Okay, so once you hit add to list, then you can select which list. So I'm going to select peers as a list, hit add to the list, and that contact will be added to the list. Okay, if someone emails you and say, unsubscribe me from the list or delete me from your list, you can just toggle this off, and then you'll no longer be able to send any messages to that person. Okay, so now let's go to the broadcast tab. This is where you can send email. Okay, so once you build your list, you want to communicate with those lists, this is where you will come in and send out broadcasts to the list. Okay, so you have several options. You can just create the message and send it, or you can create it as a draft as well. And then once you send emails, then you'll be able to see some reporting. But we'll look at that in a second. So let's go to create. The title is test email, the list. So if we want to send it to a list, we're going to select peers and the SendGrid account. Again, remember we set that up earlier. This is the SendGrid account. Select the sender. I'm the sender. Subject line, test email from Lori. Say hi. We'll say hello. This is Tess. Okay, cool. All right, so that's the email. All right, so this works like any other platform or any other email client that you use. You can bold the text. You can italicize the text. You can add a link if you want to add URLs. You can change the formatting. So if you want to do right justify, left justify, center, you can add bullets. So if you want to add a bullet after this, you can add different bullets, and you can change the bullet style to numbers or bullets. You can change it to a paragraph or different headings. So if you wanted to say something on top like welcome, you can change it, highlight it, and do a different heading. You can add videos. If you have like a YouTube video, you can add it here, URL here, hit enter, hit the check button, and then it'll add the video here. If you want to add a picture, you can do that as well. So this works like any editor, okay? And then when you hit the next, you can have the option to send now, or you can save it as a draft, okay? So if you don't want to send the email right away, or if you want to schedule it for another time, you can say save it as a draft, okay? And then when you're ready, just hit send. It actually gives you a pop-up saying, are you ready to send it? And it gives you a count of how many people that you want to send the email, or how many people that's in the list. So right now is one person in one list. And then you hit send now, and then the message is sent, and then you get a notification that the email was sent successfully, okay? And then it automatically goes into your reports, and it keeps track rather of all the messages that you send out, okay? So this CRM is it's a basic CRM that allows you to send email in bulk. It allows you to keep track of the people that you communicate with, and it allows you to create lists and organize your outbound email efforts. And again, this CRM is currently in beta. Our development team plans to add a lot more features to it, and a lot more to bells and whistles in order to make this app a little bit more robust. But out the box, you are able to do things that you can't normally do with a typical email client. So I hope that you found some value here with this video, and until next time. All right, peace.